Welcome to another radio related video, and this is a little review of the Grundig G5 receiver. Somebody told me on my channel that I did not do any reviews of this radio and was wondering if I would do one, and I thought I had done one. When I started searching my channel, I kind of didn't find any, so I guess I did not. I'm doing one because it's always useful to see reviews of radios, even if they're older. Sometimes you might find one at a flea market or a swap meet. And I know that this Grundig G5 is still being sold through some shortwave stores, some radio stores, sorry, throughout the internet. So I think a review is interesting. I've had my Grundig G5 for, I would say, at least 6 or 7 years. I've had it for a long time, and it was my main receiver for many years, and I actually used it a lot when my before my ICOM ICR 8500. I had a Kenwood R5000, and my Kenwood R5000 died on me, and so kind of replaced it while I didn't have enough money to buy another radio, high-end radio. So I listened to shortwave through my Grundig G5 for a while, and first impression is that this radio is really good. Of all the portable receivers that I've used and tested, this is one on the top end of radios. It's extremely sensitive, very nice features, and easy to tune. So if we look at the front panel, we see here that it has a direct entry keypad. Very nice large display on the screen here, so it's pretty cool. Direct entry keypad, so when you want to enter a frequency, you just press the keypad.
They confirmed they consulted the register during the standoff.
There you are, through to the station that you want, which is pretty cool. A keypad is really useful. Also, a nice feature is the single sideband. It does tune single sideband signals, which is pretty nice. Also for a radio, you can listen to more utility signals and amateur radio operators, which is always nice with a portable receiver. Coverage starts at 150 kilohertz on the medium, long wave band. Sorry. So this is the first tuning you get, 150 kilohertz. This, for example, is a non-directional beacon here in Montreal. Here in North America, the long wave band is mostly crowded by signals that are from airports, which are non-directional beacons. In Europe, of course, the long wave band has, it's a little bit like the medium wave band here in Montreal, in North America, has a lot of radio stations using it. So the radio is continuous coverage from 150 kilohertz and goes all the way up to 29.999. So it's really full coverage. You don't have any gaps anywhere in the band, so you can listen to long wave, medium wave, and the full shortwave spectrum, which is very nice. I like radios that have the full bands instead of having these in-between bands or just the international broadcast bands and stuff like that. It's easy to tune with the direct entry keypad. It has 700 memories, so if you want to program your favorite stations and frequencies, 700 memories is pretty much enough for any tuning of signals, of putting in memory signals, sorry. The feel, the radio itself is like a rubberized finish. So instead of being that plastic, slippery plastic finish of most radios, the Grundig G5 is kind of in a little different casing. It's really a kind of a rubber. So it feels rubberized, and what's nice about it is that if you use it a lot and hold it in your hands, You're not afraid that you're going to drop it because it is a good grip thanks to that finish. But there's a downside to the rubberized finish, and I've noticed that with the years of use, it tends to get dirty and it's almost impossible to clean correctly. And so it's not that easy. So with years, the radio tends to look like a good, a beat down old radio, just because of that finish. I've cleaned it the best I can just before the review, and it still has some little dirt that is just impossible to remove. So that's kind of the downside after a few years of use, if you don't really put it back into a little pouch or something. By the way, the radio is sold with a carrying case, so it's a little plastic. It feels like leather, but it's more of a plastic case, but it's nice as a Velcro. So you have that little case you can put it in when you don't use the radio, which is nice. Comes with a little reel-in antenna that you plug into the jack on the left side of the radio here. That's always nice to have because when signals are weaker, you can put up your little antenna anywhere. It's easy and interesting. It also comes with a power adapter. In my case, I had a power adapter with it. I believe from what I've read that not all versions in all countries come with the power adapters, so it might not be included in your area of the world. On the right side of the radio, you've got your tuning knob. You've got the narrow and wide filter button. You've got the fine tuning for single sideband, and a very nice little add-on, a line-out jack, which lets you use it either to record, for example, whatever you're listening to, or you can also use it to decode digital signals if you use a computer. Left side, we have the antenna jack, where the reel-in antenna comes in. You have the X local switch, so if you have very strong signals, you can lower the sensitivity of the radio here. You've got the earphone jack. FM is stereo through the earphone, which is very nice. And of course the power jack that is here for 6 volts. It's 6 volts negative center fed. On the back, you've got that little stand. Nice little stand here to put the radio at an angle, and of course you have your battery compartment at the bottom. 4 AA batteries, not included. I use rechargeable batteries. Rechargeable batteries can be charged within the radio, but the charge rate is slow. So what it means is that your usage of this of the radio for charging a battery is kind of long. If you don't have any charger, it's cool because you can actually just put your radio into charge mode. To give you an idea of how slow it is, I use 2,100 milliamp hour batteries. So what it means is that basically if you have every hour of charge is 100 milliamp, which means at 2,100 milliamp, if I want to have a full charge, I have to charge the batteries. It takes 21 hours to charge the batteries. Now, if I don't use the radio for a while, it's okay. And it's going to be nice because they're going to be charged when I get the radio. But if I use the radio a lot, and I actually do use my radio a lot, what happens is that it's just too long of a period to wait. So I actually use a fast charger and have several sets of AA batteries that I just changed in the radio. But it's still a nice feature to have it. It has sleep function, so if you want to listen to the radio and have the radio shut down when by itself when you stop, all you have to do is press and hold a button and you'll have that little sleep function on, and you can set it up to 99 minutes as you see here. So if you put it, for example, I put it 2 minutes, and I'll just leave it there while I do the review, you'll see it shut down suddenly.
Around metro stations or with friends in
Medium wave reception is superb. It's a great radio. It's almost a DX radio. Long wave's pretty good, but I only have non-directional beacons that I can test it with. It has the internal ferrite loop antenna for long wave and medium wave. It has great reception of shortwave. Shortwave is very, very sensitive. Selectivity, bandwidth is really well chosen, so you have less interference from adjacent channels. Single sideband is absolutely superb. The only little drawback I would say that I like on the Texon PL600, for example, they should have put a little dent to know where you're in the middle of your tuning in the fine tune here. But it's still a nice feel and a good tune. You have to get used to tuning single sideband signals with this kind of radio because it's not that easy at first when you're not used to it, but you get the feel of it and you get it pretty much after trying it for a while. You'll get the hang of it. FM reception is fantastic. This is, of all the radios I've used, here you see it turned on after 2 minutes like I did. After tuning FM with this, I would say this radio is really fantastic for FM DXing. Overloading is not bad, so even in a big city, there is a little bit of overloading on FM, but not as strong as other radios, and you can actually cope with it by slightly lowering the telescopic antenna. I've actually had people tell me that they really used this radio for FMDX. Look at the antenna, it's not even, I'm just touching it with my finger. And 107.9, which is more than 100 miles away, is actually coming in quite well. So it gives you an idea of 92.9 is another station very far away across the US border. And it comes in really well. So it gives you an idea that this is ADX radio. Really, really good for FM DXing. Of all the portable receivers I own, I can say that this is the best for FM. I don't have much radios that actually have this capability here. So overall, Grundig G5 is a really cool receiver. If you have one, if you go to swap meet, you see one that works for not too much money. Well, I think you should get it because it's really, really one of the best portables around. If you're thinking of buying one, well, don't hesitate. I paid $99. It was on sale at the Source by Circuit City. I remember when it came out, it was $149. I looked around the internet. I've seen it a few places, anywhere from about $100 to $140. So whatever price you pay, this radio is really, really good and is worth it. It's worth the price, and it's a really nice radio that you'll have for many years, hopefully. So Grundig G5, great receiver, and I'll be doing some tests with it and putting videos. So take a look at all these videos coming up for the Grundig G5 itself. If you enjoy our videos, click the subscribe button and you'll be informed when new videos are online. And if you have any comments on what you've seen, questions, maybe you have a video of something about radio, shortwave radio, medium wave, long wave you'd like to see, let me know. We'll try to put that video online. And thanks for watching, and hope you come back to the official Windows, yeah, the official shortwave radio channel. I really enjoy making these videos. So thanks, 73.